Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Brothers, sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode in this series, Imam Mahdi in the Quran. Today we will be looking at verse 200 in chapter Ali Imran, which is the last verse. Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, you who believe. So the speech is directed to me and you. Isbiru, wasabiru, warabitu. Three things that we need to do. One is patience. The other one is to be more patient. The third one to be firm in what we are patient about. Wattaqullah. And to conclude, be pious and fearful of Allah. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. That if you do these things, you might be, not 100%, you might be successful. In the ahadith of the Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhim, when they look at this ayah, there are many translations, many tafasir, many ta'awil, many interpretation to this verse. One of the interpretation by the infallible Imams regarding this verse is related to Imam Mahdi alayhi as-salam. I will read a few ahadith for you, and then inshallah we mention a few points and then we conclude. Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam says, Isbiru. That's the first command from Allah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, isbiru. Ala ada' al-fara'id. When it comes to the obligation acts that Allah has given you, like fasting, hajj, siyam, and all these obligations, we need to take them seriously and be patient, firm on them. Wasabiru, what does wasabiru mean? The Imam says, wasabiru, when it comes to your enemies, you need to be more patient. So one related to your personal state, one's related to the outside state. Warabitu imamakum al-muntadhar, and hold firm to your awaited Imam. So when it comes to our awaited Imam, it's a concept. As we say, al-intidar, awaiting is a concept. Our Imam is not with us. We don't see him. What we must do is hold on to that concept, to that belief that the day will come when our Imam is with us. Until that happens, we will be faced with difficulties on a personal level and on the outside level. My enemies will attack me. My own problems will attack me. And what will happen is, in that process of me being attacked by outside and inside, that my belief in the Imam weakens to a point I would say, I don't think the Imam will come. And in the hadith, we have this concept where people reject the Imam because he's taking too long. So Allah says, no. I want you to be patient, extra patient, and have firmness in that belief. Another hadith from Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salam. He says, Asbiru ala al-adha fina. When it comes to isbiru, Allah means that you, the followers of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, you will be under attack constantly. So what must you do is have patience. Wasabiru, when it comes to wasabiru, he says it means قال عدوكم مع وليكم. You need to be patient against your enemy with your Imam. Because your Imam is always with you, even though you don't see him, but he's with you. Warabitu, and hold on firm in your fight against the enemies, because the ribat is when you're fighting against the enemy. He says, Al-maqam ma'a imamikum, that you have to be firm in your fight against your enemy. Last hadith from Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salam. He says, Asbiru wasabiru aduwakum. When it comes to sabr and patient on the first level and second level, is when it comes to your enemy. Mimma yukhalifukum, from all that which is against you. Warabitu imamakum, and stay firm in this battle with your Imam. So Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, he is leading that battle. He is leading that war against the kuffar, the non-believers, and all those who are trying to distract me, destroy me, distract me, and deviate me. Whatever words you want to use, use. So the Imam is at the full front of the battlefield. Us, we need to stay with the Imam and hold on firm to that. Now, a few points I want to mention when it comes to this ayah. So this ayah brings the patient and dealing with the world in 3 levels. One, in the face of personal adversities, personal problems, Allah says, be patient. Usburu. Whatever you face, like in everything that we mentioned in verse 3, whatever problems you face, you need to be patient. And when it comes to the pressures from the outside, from the infidels, from the enemies of Islam, we need to have perseverance. Wasabiru. Now you have to go extra level, not just to be patient, but to persevere in this patience of yours. And when it comes to fighting your enemies, because at Ribat, usually we use that for those who fight on the borders, the soldiers who fight on the borders. When it comes to our borders, we have intellectual borders and we have literal borders. In the literal borders, the armies face each other and it's gun against another gun. And that's why we have martyrs, we have those who fight for the sake of Islam, for the sake of defending their land. When it comes to the intellectual one, that's problematic. A lot of people fail in this battle. Imam Mahdi salamullah alayhi is fighting that intellectual battle as much as he's fighting the literal battle. And the enemy, especially Hollywood and whoever is around their atmosphere, they've been trying to fight the concept of Mahdawiyya as hard as they can. And even the latest movies, I'm not sure if you're aware or not, even the latest one, June, they plainly calling the guy Mahdi, Lisan al-Ghaib, and they used the word Mahdi a few times in the movie. What makes Hollywood makes a movie about Imam Mahdi alayhi salam? It is because as the movies will keep coming, part 3, part 4, they will make the Mahdi as an evil, bloodthirsty man. That when he comes, fight him. When he comes, stand against him. So me and you, we have to make sure when it comes to ribat, when it comes to fighting and standing firm, that we don't let such ideology affect my belief in Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam. Therefore, the A'imma alayhim salam, the Imams, have brought this concept to my attention, that sabr and sabiru wa rabitu, it could mean many things. I can just take it literally, but also when it comes to my Imam, it also means something else. And as a follower of the Ahlul Bayt, as a believer in the Mahdi alayhi salam, this should mean a lot to me. Because I'm a human being, I'm faced with calamities and problems, I'm faced with an enemy, and I need to stand firm in my fight. And who do I stand firm with? And that is Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salamullah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.